one of the co-hosts, Myra King. And guys, you are tuned in to the most unorthodox show on the globe. And to my left,
it's Desi Dez.
It's your boy Mojo in the building, and we got another special guest with us today, man. I appreciate this fella being able to sit and give us a chance out your day today.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and let the people know who you are.
My name is Khalil Vegas.
Khalil Vegas, man, welcome. Thank you for
The
giving us a
Khalil
little time.
Vegas. Don't say it like you just a regular degular out here. Nah, the Khalil Vegas, the one and only, the infamous, notorious.
No, I'm just Khalil Vegas. Like, everybody's normal at the end of the day. I'm just normal too.
How did you come up with your name?
I was supposed to be it's funny because it's two different ways. It's like I'm supposed to be born Khalil as my government name, but then also y'all remember Bebe's Kids?
Yeah.
I remember that excuse my language, a badass little kid with a purple hoodie named Khalil.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to love looking at that character. I was like, bro, this character is crazy. I love it. So I just started going by that. And one of my friends was trying to come up with a catchier name whenever I started music because he was like, you can't just go by Khalil, you're not Drake. I'm like, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like saying a whole bunch of random things, and he was like, then just put a city in your name, Khalil Vegas. I'm like, cool. And then people like, it just went with it, you know?
It do float on it.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, when I looked it up, I was like, when I was like, damn, Khalil Vegas. I like the name, obviously. Then I looked it up, and then, branding wise, if I'm your manager or something like that, when I run into you or when I bump into you, I'm like, damn, as a record label or something like this, I can market Khalil Vegas. I can't market. I can't market Lil Shoot Him Up. I can't market up,
So they get a lot of marketing, but if you a certain one, because
I can't put, I got a harder time trying to sell a Sprite can if it ain't got Khalil Vegas on it. Khalil Vegas, I can slap that on a Sprite can. I can put that on a kid's shoe, anything.
So how long you been doing music?
I've been doing it at the same level that I'm doing it since about 2016, but I was always in the music with my older brother since I was like 12.
Okay.
And you from Louisiana, right?
Baton Rouge.
What's it like out there?
Yeah.
What's the temperature like out there? Damn, now let's keep it honest.
Nah, but I love Lafayette more. That's where I'm at right now because that's what I went to middle school and stuff out here. I got a lot of friends from out here, so I embraced a lot of the culture from out here. But I'm still from Baton Rouge at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's a better part of Louisiana.
What, Lafayette?
Yeah.
Or Baton? I would say Lafayette is it's real beautiful, and the culture is one that's like, it's a lot of different cultures mixed together.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really people feeling like they got to be classified as something else. And I say that definitely influenced me to be more of who I am, because I came out here and in Baton Rouge, they got a lot of people that want to be gangbangers and they want to be thugs, want to be in the street. They not really themselves. They just following what everybody else doing. And I come out here, the same people that are legitimately gangsters skateboarding down the streets. You know what I mean? So it's like you didn't have to classify yourself as what people classified you as. You just did what you did. And that's what I love about this city.
And
Everybody.
My bad. Go ahead.
No, that's it. That's what I was saying.
Okay. I was going to ask you, do you feel like you translate that to your music? Like you feel like you just do what you do? Like you don't, you're not trying to follow any trends, or you're not trying to portray the regular, Baton Rouge gangster, nothing like that. You're trying to do something different.
Was it a thought in your head when you was making music? You be like, you know what? I could ride by and do this on this verse, but you know what? Let me do me. Let me change it up because I don't even want to bring that type of energy.
And to add in to the parts of what they're discussing, your beats are different.
Yeah.
Your beats selection is totally it's a vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, all of that was definitely taken into account. I love starting with the beats. I just love 808s. I always used to listen to like Kanye's 808s, but I love like rock music growing up because my mom was heavy into it. And so she also loved rock. My mom loved rock and country, but my older brothers always loved rap and everything. So I grew up listening to more than just what I was seeing around me. Mm-hmm. So it was always a conscious decision whenever I made music, because I started off with poetry. I was in poetry competitions and everything like that from a young age. So I was like, I can't write about something I haven't experienced or an emotion that I haven't felt, because most of my music is just my emotional state. Yeah. So it's like, I don't want to be like, yeah, I'm gangster. I'm from Baton Rouge. You know what I'm saying? I do this, I do that. It's like, it's cliche. I'm hearing 7 people blow up out of the city at the same time to rap about the exact same thing. Ain't no one gonna make it different. You know what I mean? I'm already artistic as it is, so I'm not trying to further myself into it. And if I could do anything positive in my life, it would be to show people they ain't got to do what everybody else is doing. You know?
Who instilled that in you? Did you have, like, you know, your mother, your father, like, for you to have this mindset of that? Because you seem mature, and you seem mature, as you said, smart. You seem focused, and I can see your passion. It definitely comes out in your work.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like you grew up fast, dude. I mean, graduating at 16, CEO by 18. You know, you bossing up at a young age. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You've been out here making big moves, so she's rocking with her.
Is your household together?
Is what?
Mother and your father still together?
Oh, no, never was. I didn't know my dad.
Oh, so you grinded yourself.
So, like, yeah, knowing
graduated at 16?
Yeah, knowing
No. So as what they said, graduated at 16. So who instilled this in you? Was your mother your strong backbone?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, this your boy Desi Des.
And it's your boy Mojo. And if you like what you are seeing so far, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the page. Please. And if all else fails and you like what you talking about as far as this merch-wise, baby, hit us up. You know what I'm saying? Check us out on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook at TwistedYounginz with a Z. You know what I'm talking about? Make sure you give us an email at TwistedYounginz@gmail.com for all promotions.
Where's it at TwistedYounginz@gmail.com?
Yes, sir, with a Z. And also, if y'all don't like what you see right now as far as merch-wise, we got more merch, and we also do your merch.
Do your merch,
Send us in a couple
support
designs.
Everybody.
Yeah, and we do promotional packages, interviews, videos, articles, whatever you guys need, man. Just make sure you hit us up. Holla at you, baby.
My mother and my brothers, because I got 2 older brothers, younger brother. And having a younger brother, it was like I had to make sure that he was looked out for the same way my older brothers did, you know? I didn't really have a lot of male leadership in my life or strong parental, like, guidance, because my mom was trying the best, but it's only so much you can do in a bad environment, not really in the help, you know what I mean? So I'm sorry for talking ignorant. You know what I mean?
No, go ahead.
She made sure that we understood the position that we were in. We couldn't be sheltered from the world as much as she would want, because we in an environment that's dangerous. We're around people that don't want more out of their life, and they just see one track minded. It's like she always wanted us to do more than what we did. Like I didn't start off as a musical one in my family. That was always my brother, who's also my engineer and my videographer. So it's like, started with the music, but I always started with the art. But we always came together because we wanted to push each other to do more. And we found out, okay, we both love entertainment. Let's keep going down this route and see where it takes us, because it's something we was passionate about. But I would definitely say my mom was the main influence in my life to push me to go towards the route that I am in.
Oh, she's very
shout out to your mom.
Yeah, shout out to your mom.
And your brother. Your brother, shout out to.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
Yeah, he's an engineer too.
Question, is it hard? Is it hard? Because I know being out there and, like you said, being in Baton Rouge and being in a statistical environment where you could easily go left. Is it hard making that transition to not? Because they're pretty nuts.
He is or was. Because I'm pretty sure he passed that level now.
Well, I'm pretty sure it sounds like stuff like that, that's an everyday struggle to step away from the streets. And I ain't gonna say step away from the streets, but
not for a person like him. He older. He probably, you know.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, it wasn't really hard for me because my older brother was more along the, like, I want to say thug side of things, but I was always, like, I was the sheltered one. I was the one that they kept inside. They pushed towards books. They pushed towards school. So I'm embraced in the environment. But I wouldn't dare say I wasn't forced to live reality because the people around me cared for me the way that they did, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I saw the reality that they experienced. I saw the hardships that they went through, and they made sure that I understood. Everything I do is I'm accountable for. I'm not a kid, even though I was a kid. It's like whatever actions you do is the consequences that you direct. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. And so having that comprehension allowed me to not follow that path, because there's more than one path you can take. And I'm seeing people around me experience it. I'm seeing my family was going in and out of jail friends dying and stuff like that. It's like, I don't want to do that. Right. I still want to be alive by the time I'm 25. It's terrifying to even process like the stuff that's going on, but it's not really because you embraced in the environment, you know?
Have it down there, have it got like more dangerous now?
As a whole, yeah, because at least from what I can understand, there used to be some kind of honor. There used to be some kind of system between like a lot of the bad stuff that went on. Like people weren't just moving to move. They were like with a purpose in any of their actions. Now it's a whole lot of kids raising kids. There's a whole lot of recklessness going on in the streets and nobody with guidance. They shut down half of our community centers, half of the programs that would help us go into the better direction. They don't fix the roads, they don't fix the streets, and nobody is being taught wrong from right. So you got a mama who's 14 years old in the 90s, you know what I mean? Raising a child with no help from an actual family because they disowned her because she had a child young, you know what I mean? And it's like they raising their kids off of the knowledge that they have, but they don't know anymore. With fathers that's in and out of jail, because Baton Rouge has one of the highest incarceration rates in the world, it just automatically leads to a systematic problem that we can't solve ourselves, but we can solve ourselves. It's really up to the people who come from here to identify the problem, to realize how to solve it. But a lot of people in higher positions ultimately fail because they didn't. There's a lot of famous people. There's a lot of talent that comes from Baton Rouge. They just don't use it the right way. And that's what I plan to do differently, you know? I'm not trying to just get money and be like, it's my family versus the world. I'm trying to help everybody out because I want to see the environment that I grew up in be better so there can be more possibilities for kids like me to, you know?
Yeah, because just because it's a black city don't mean it needs to be a bad city. Like it shouldn't all that crime and how it looks down there, you know, because it takes nothing to go build something. You know what I mean? If a house is barely built, but it's like a building is barely built, but it's what, hundreds of thousands of brothers and sisters out here with hands. Well, I mean, for our city, we want to be able to see this every day. We driving past this. Let's go ahead and knock this out.
And at least you're thinking like that, because most people, once they get their bag, they're in their place of comfort. You know, that's all that matters at the end to them.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you growing up out there, you seen plenty of people who had money, like big money, you know what I'm saying, big bags, and you never seen motherfuckers build, like you said, rebuild the sportsplex or something like that. You never seen none of them. They'll go out, they'll do a little toy drive or something like that, but you never seen them try to invest in kids going into summer camp or something like that.
Man, I hope you become a huge star, because with that mindset, you're going to help a lot, especially.
That's a fact.
Because it takes nothing. Just the conversation, just to talk will get it along, like get you there before that bread will. Before that bread will, it's the conversation. You letting it be known, this is what I'm doing for my community. I need this. Once you say, I need this, everybody that know you, that supposed to be cool with you, they going to see what you need. And then they have to get behind it, because you don't want to look like I'm the dude from the city and I don't give a care. I'm just out here splurging.
Yeah, you can't leave without that.
I don't need you to throw it on those strippers. Can you throw it on this fundraisers? You know,
I mean, before y'all line up to go spend that $135 on some J's, can y'all spend $70 on Nike and spend the rest of it on this? You know what I'm saying? On the rest of it on what we got going on over here.
Exposing your love will make them expose their love, but it takes one person to do it. You know, you have to start by doing it yourself and being selfless, and that can just go by just from the conversation, because a lot of people know you.
Listen, man, I want you to know, I'm amazed that you surf, and I'm amazed that you young fella, because of the simple fact, like you said, your mindset and where you seems like where you at right now, it's hard to do. It's a road less traveled. And I can be honest with you, don't nobody take that damn road less traveled. Ain't nobody trying to get on that. Everybody like to ride the wave and take the simplest route to get to where they need to be. But it looked like you ain't just chasing after the bag. And that's a hard thing to do.
Definitely. And I got a lot of
Don't talk about the protests if you're not trying to help it. You know what I mean? Don't speak on the ride and all that if you don't even come back to the city to invest into the city.
Yeah.
Definitely. I got a lot of friends my age, new talent that's emerging out of Louisiana that's definitely looking to better our community, you know?
Yeah.
We're just trying to make sure that we don't live through the same. We're trying to build more of a generational wealth. Like Atlanta helped everybody out in Atlanta, you know? And I'm not looking at it from a side point, but I believe that with as much talent that comes out of here, why we ain't helping each other, you know?
You can do the same.
We can't guide people to go in the right direction. And I'm only 20. And I feel like I shouldn't have had to. I feel like the struggle, the challenges that I went through to get to where I'm at, and is just the beginning. But I feel like there should have been more of a guiding role to help young people that's trying to get into the position that they are, especially out here. But it's usually dog eat dog, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no roadmap for this.
Just be the Rajon Rondo, brother. Pass out all them assists. And everybody you pass it to, they're going to know you pass it. And they're going to be like, man, I'm going to your look. Anything you have, what is like album release, they coming. All these artists that you didn't pass this assist to, here, you want a verse? Here. Come in. Once you get in, I'm going to help all y'all get big. Once all y'all get big, y'all, you know, we're going to work together.
Yeah, and I mean, eventually, if y'all all get the bag, then, you know, you just grabbed about 10 people with the same mind frame of y'all, and now you got 10 communities that are standing up now.
If you saying they rocking with you, they good with us. We're going to interview them, to, you know, to help.
Yeah, appreciate it.
What was the inspiration behind Let Me Breathe? I like that track. That's a dope track to me.
Yeah.
I was going through it with my girlfriend.
What were you going through? If you don't mind me asking.
No, it's
because I felt that in my bones. I felt that, like, even as a woman listening to that, you know, when you said, what did you say? You said, I'm trying to make it out. Like Trick, can you help me make it out? You said the other word, but like that was like, you know what I mean? So what were you going through? I know you said you was going through with the girl, but what was that time like for you?
Well,
did you feel like you couldn't accomplish what you wanted to accomplish?
Was she holding you back?
No, she never holding me back. She always pushing me into the right direction. It's just a lot of personal problems kind of reflect on the relationship that I'm in, you know? So she going through issues the same way I'm going through issues, and we're first generation people that's trying to solve the issues rather than repeating the cycle. And it's like, I love her with a passion the same way that she loved me, but it's kind of hard to understand where I'm coming from more than a lot of other people, because I'm an artist, you know? I'm trying to make sure that I express my emotions the right way. I'm trying to make sure that I connect to a whole bunch of people, and it's a full-time job. I won't say almost, it's a full-time job. So it's kind of neglectful towards her because I'm not catering towards her emotions because I have to make sure I do what I got to do. And I feel bad about it, but at the same time, I'm still young and she's still young. We got to make sure that we make sure each other's straight before we enter a relationship, or else we're going to repeat the same stuff our parents did, you know?
Speak it.
That's a fact, brother. Preach that shit. They ain't gonna hear that. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's gonna go over a lot of brothers your age. That's gonna go clean over their head. They ain't heard none of that. But I appreciate it though, man. That's great. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's great relationship advice. Y'all need to work on yourselves before you come together and try to work on something together. That's a fact. And I can respect that, no doubt about it. But moving forward though, I do want to ask you about something. What made you come up with I got $3?
Oh, I had $3.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I did some digging, brother. That was mine. Hey, listen, I listened to that. I was in the crib. I started rolling up. I'm like, hold up, man. I got 3. You know what I'm saying? I was feeling that. I'm like, I can deal with this right here.
I had it was my senior year of high school, and me and my brother was just like, we had just bought he just bought me a microphone and a mixer, and he had just got FL Studio, so we was trying to figure out like how to use it, because beforehand we was recording off of my cell phone, like the audio, and just trying to engineer it from there to make it sound more professional, because we haven't gone to a studio like once. Most of the stuff we recorded was in my bedroom or his, so it's like I needed to do something that was funny, and I just went through I had $3. I just went through a breakup. I didn't like the girl. And I was like, you know what? This is a diss song. I was on my Taylor Swift type vibes towards my ex. I was childish at the time.
Dude, listen, I fired up to that song. I laughed the whole way through it. It was so funny to me. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, I looked at the response that you got from it. I mean, listen, take it as a joke. And I mean, a lot of people might listen to it and say, oh, you know, it's just a goofy song or whatever the case may be. That song did numbers, dude. People love that shit. Okay, yeah. I look, the people liked that song.
Yeah,
dude.
Nah, go ahead. Yeah, I mean, that was a great song. And like I said, I listened to that, and then I started digging into a lot of your other stuff, and I could tell that, you know, you put a little work into your craft, whether it be just something that you're putting out there, like you said, because everything comes from your emotional state. So whether it be something specific or anything like that, you know, I think it's always a good thing for you, you know, follow your heart and go out there and do what you got to do. And don't holler back. That's funny as hell, too. Don't holler back. I need to know about that. Yeah, we got to talk about that. Because I was listening to that on the way here. I was like, this dude is serious. He been hit over there.
That one was the same relationship type. I go through a lot of. Before I got in a relationship with that man, now I was going through a lot of stuff because I thought I was way older than what I was. So I kept trying to like force myself to grow up and experience a lot of relationship problems and everything like that I wasn't ready for or really wasn't catering towards. But I was like, wow, I'm really just a kid. I'm a child. Like I started taking myself not as serious as I was beforehand and started realizing like I didn't need to have fun. I just need to just live my life, because if I stop doing what I'm doing right now, I'm still going to have a future ahead of me. You know, I was only like 18, 17 whenever I wrote the song. So I'm like, let me just have fun. Let me just create for the sake of creating. And I love Pharrell Williams' music and Gwen Stefani, and especially the Neptune. So I was like, I love this beat. Let me see what I could do to it. Chopped it up, recorded the song. And the funny thing about it, the one that's released is the only trace of the file that's existed. Because as soon as I got finished exporting the file, the entire computer shut off and it deleted what I was working on. So I didn't have a chance to mix it. I didn't have a chance to make sure that everything sounded straight. It was just that one take that I did the first time. And I was like, either I keep it or I try to re-record it. But I can't re-record it because I can't capture the same energy that I did the first time on some art type thing. So I was like, let me just release it and see what it does. And before Beast Mode, it was one of my biggest songs.
Yeah, I appreciate the simplicity of your videos. It's like simple, but you find a way to keep people in tune and pull them in, and you still display the way you're feeling to bring out the lyrics of the song.
Yeah, you keep it creative.
Yeah, for sure. Like when you were sitting there, I don't know, you just had on some headphones with a karaoke with the microphone with a karaoke machine. That, or it probably wasn't a karaoke machine. You just had headphones but a microphone. And you just sitting on the porch, but it's still like
that was my mixer. That was my mic and mixer. I recorded song right there.
Okay, there you go.
That was nice, man.
Thanks.
Oh no problem. No problem.
Can I ask you, how do you separate being a rapper and an artist from the businessman in you, the CEO in you? How do you separate the two?
Oh yeah, we need that CEO talk.
Because they're not the same. Khalil Vegas is an ego. Khalil Vegas is a company. It's a corporation. It's the idea of what people want to see. I have to represent a character almost that people want to see in order for me to be successful. The same way they got, you know, you think of celebrity, you most likely going to think of like, oh, they wear this, they dress like this, they talk like this, they act like that. And that's where a lot of people coming up now kind of get confused and kind of get lost in what they're doing, because they're not able to separate their personal life from their work life. They confuse the two the same way they confuse relationship with life, and they don't understand all of this is just a different process and a different way of thinking. So business me is me. That's me who I was beforehand. That's me trying to understand everything that's going on. That's me trying to relate to what's going on in my life and navigate the character that I'm playing, which is Khalil Vegas. Because I'm not completely brash as a person. I'm not calling people to beware every opportunity I get, but my music sure does say so, because that's what I feel. My character is more of an emotional state, and that's the character. But the business side of things is more like I'm quiet. Like I'm really, really quiet in real life. I don't talk that much to people except my friends. And even then I still be quiet. But it's like, I don't know if I explained it right, but it's just, that's how I separate the two. I understand Khalil Vegas is a character.
Okay. Well, can you talk to me about being a businessman, especially you being as young as you are, being in your position? A lot of people don't even get to that position. So what is the hardship? I ain't gonna say the hardships, but what are some of the key things that it takes for you to be successful as a businessman, knowing that you have to model after your brand and everything?
Consistency. Nobody wants to, even if you're artistic or talented or anything like that, if you're not consistent, they don't care. Everybody's attention span is short nowadays. So you got to make sure that you give them some fun, but you also, like, you give them some fun to bait them in, but also you keep them around with something else. It's like the main hardships is that consistency. Because I could keep being creative, but what am I gonna do to fill in the gaps where I'm not being creative is the main question, you know? Mm-hmm. So I'll say that's the main problem, but that's also the main fun about it. Because if you don't have fun doing that, then what are you doing?
Facts. Hey, if you wasn't rapping, what would you be doing?
Film. I'll be filming. I'll be directing, because that's what I went to college for. Okay. I went to LSU for film, and me and my brothers we was filming every opportunity we get. I had one of my first jobs, not first jobs, but first like careers was editing videos, music videos, skits, and everything for like a bunch of people. And so it just is a natural thing for me, especially since like I edit all of my music videos. I edit every single one of them.
What?
So I like having that like vision and creative control over it.
That's what's up.
Wow. So you already, when you make your music, you already kind of figure like how the music video is going to play out. Like mentally. Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
It's just mainly me and my brother. We've been doing this for years, and we finally got a platform to where, you know, we got a platform through Khalil Vegas, because he is Khalil Vegas as well as I am. Mm-hmm. But we got a platform to express the creative ideas that we want, and people are rewarding it for us, so we're going to keep rewarding them, you know?
How was it getting
it's like a mutual benefit type system.
Yeah. Okay. How was it getting your brother? How was it getting your brother to come on board? Because you speak highly of him and you let it be known that yes, he is a part of the brand. He helps with the camera. He is my engineer. How was it? How did he get to come? Right. I'm trying to talk too fast and talk. But I think it's nice as a family.
He was on board first.
Okay.
Yeah, he was on board first. He didn't push me to get the stuff that I did. Like, I didn't. Okay. I was just the artist. I was just making music, writing. Well, not making music. I was writing poetry and drawing and sculpting and painting and all of that stuff. And he loved the music. I kept telling him to push himself in the music, so he kept telling me to push myself in the music, because I used to make joke tracks and everything now and then. But he kept investing into me, wherever, like, not the adults around me weren't, you know what I mean? They was just like, yeah, this is a little fun thing, but you're the nerd of the family. Go to college, go do something. So my brother was just like, don't do what you want. Like, you want to do music, you're doing music. I'm pushing you in every single aspect to do it. So it wasn't really nothing to get him on board. He was there before I was.
Mm. There you go. So he saw the talent in you before you saw it in yourself, basically.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Before we get out of here, I do gotta know a couple things. First thing, main thing, more than anything, I need to know first and foremost, how is it? Well, what I want to say, what is your next business venture that you're looking forward to?
I'm doing a distribution deal with 10K Projects.
Okay. Now, how did that come about? That ain't no easy thing to do, a distribution deal.
Oh no, it's like I was going back and forth with a lot of businesses and a lot of labels and stuff like that. But and they're all cool. I don't have anything to talk bad about anybody for, because it's all business. Everything's good. Everybody works on their own pace. But I wasn't looking forward to almost signing, because I still want to have creative control over the stuff that I did. I wanted to have an ability to make sure that I don't jeopardize what Khalil Vegas is for corporate marketing. You know what I mean? Because I personally feel like what y'all was saying earlier, like Khalil Vegas is very brandable, and I know how to not mess up my image. I know I look like a kid. I can curse a lot, and that's about the line that I can cross. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm not trying to do anything that would make me seem not me or forced.
Mm-hmm.
So, 10K Projects came up with, you know, they.
So was the other one trying to force?
A single of mine. Nah, it wasn't forced. It's just I feel like they met the requirements to what I had wanted.
They wanted more control over the product, basically.
You know, it was almost like a partnership as opposed to
you a work.
They was fine with it how it was, and they're like, okay, let's move forward.
Okay,
yeah,
there we go. My second thing is also you said it and you said it very quietly, and you just let it roll off your tongue like it was some ordinary shit too. And I want to get to it. LSU, sir, don't say it like this just regular. LSU is a prestigious university. Did you graduate?
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Oh no.
My
girlfriend did.
Hey, you got in there. Shit, I know a lot of people that can't even come close to a LSU. They got to look at the best thing they can do.
You ain't playing football or dunking in mud.
Yeah, the best thing they can do is a community college. So how is it, what was life on campus like at LSU? Talk to me about that, because I know them college parties had to be wild. And what year were you there, if you mind by me asking? Was Odell there this year?
I don't think so. I was there from 2017 to 2018.
Okay.
And it was fun. It was fun because I was with my friends, you know. One of my friends, Devin, he was there before me, because me and Devin graduated out of our friend group before everybody else. But I started a semester late because I needed a break from everything that I was doing. And so he managed to weasel me in. To, instead of staying in the dorm, I was staying in an apartment with him. So it was me and him just staying. It was me and him staying together, and then the rest of my friends started coming and everything like that. They all scored higher than me on the ACT, though. I was mad at that.
Dang, you got some smart friends. That's what's up.
Hell yeah.
Incredible intelligence.
You got a good circle around you, man.
Yeah, you beat the biggest challenge in college, the dorm. That's the biggest price that you're going to pay when you go to college, is paying for in and out in the dorm. That's the biggest.
Oh, no. I still owe.
Don't get it twisted.
Well, I mean, Sally.
Yeah, me too. I still owe too.
Don't feel bad. We all.
I'm glad they canceled the bills you got to pay during this pandemic.
Shouts out to them.
But it was messed up going, because I had tested out of all my prerequisites before I was supposed to go there. But LSU didn't have them whenever I was going. Otherwise, I would have only had to take what my major was requiring me, you know?
So what, they wanted you to go longer?
Basically. But I tested out of English, math, and all the stuff you got to do beforehand. Yeah. So I basically would have went in with an associate's degree. But they was like, no, your high school doesn't count. And I'm like, wait.
Your high school don't count?
Do you ever think about going back?
Oh, of course. But I wouldn't go back to just strictly LSU. One of my first goals was UCLA, and I got accepted into it, but my mama didn't want me to leave her and my little brother. I also had a full ride scholarship to Nichols for art.
Okay, now listen.
Hold up, man.
Somebody, your friends score higher than you on the ACT, but clearly you got something going on up there in your nerve. If you got accepted into UCLA, come on now.
Yeah, but I'm not the smartest one of my friends. That's the thing. They geniuses, bro. I'm trying to get to your level.
Bro, why you say your high school don't count?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
I know. That's crazy.
I took the test through the state, and they just like, nope. I'm like, all right, whatever.
You think that's a little systemic?
I mean, I ain't gonna say systemic. That could be part of the system right there.
Slow it down.
Part of the pond.
Let me get bread.
Okay. Yeah, let me slow it down a little bit, you know.
You think you finna come in with an associate?
Yeah, okay. We only accept a certain amount of Negroes, and you ain't there yet, you know. You ain't
hooping either.
You have any more releases coming up?
Yes. I have an animated music video that I did myself. I did it like 2 days ago. It's dropping soon. I want to say probably next Friday. I'm releasing that on Spotify, streaming all the DSPs like Spotify, Apple Music, everything. But the music video is also dropping, as well as Let Me Breathe on Spotify and everything else.
You definitely got to check that out.
You got a new. Are we looking at an album anytime soon?
Yes, I am done with one. I'm done with like 5 of them, but I'm releasing one soon, maybe.
Maybe.
When can we expect
it's Christmas
time?
When
can we expect an announcement for this album, this mystery album?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Hell no, he's still okay.
Okay, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Keep in touch. Let us know. I want to stay on top of that.
Hey, we gotta share. We're gonna promote
definitely. We definitely want to let the people know about that, man. And I appreciate you coming out. And
we all appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Hey, is it you? I'm gonna have to inbox us your PO box or something. We can send you some merch out there.
Definitely.
Oh, for real, for sure. I'm gonna do it.
Appreciate
we'll lace you up, man. We'll
as you can.
and your friends too.
That's
your friends too, like your circle too. So,
as you can see, one more. As you can see, bro, we be on that positive stuff too. So it's dope that you came and did this podcast, and then you spoke the truth. So, of course, we have to interview you again. Especially, I already know you're gonna pop off, but at least don't forget about us. You know.
I mean, beyond all that, man. Listen, keep spreading your knowledge, dude.
Yeah.
Keep spreading.
Hey, don't forget about us. So we're gonna DM you. Don't turn Hollywood. Man, who?
Twisted who? Twisted who?
Oh, know them brothers.
Yeah, I never seen niggas before.
Of course, I'm not gonna forget.
Yeah, man. Keep spreading love. Keep spreading the love. Keep spreading your message, man, and keep doing your thing more than anything else.
Gotcha. Appreciate y'all for inviting me on the show.
No problem. We appreciate you, man. Keep it up.